Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Now apologies for not uploading for, I think it's probably well over a month now. I've had a real bad cough for a few weeks and finally cleared up, so I can now talk without going into a coughing fit. Today I'm going to determine whether my Samopaeus irminia is a boy or a girl. So I'm going to be sexing the exuvium, or the discarded exoskeleton. Now it's molted around about 2 months ago. I only know it molted because I just saw the old skin, or the old exoskeleton, through the hole in its cork bark. But since it molted, I haven't actually seen the spider, but I know it's okay because I can sort of hear it moving about and stuff. But normally, quite often your spiders discard the old exoskeleton out of their hide, do a bit of spring cleaning. But this one hasn't, so I'm going to have to go in there very carefully and try and pull it out. Now, as it's been sitting in there for probably a couple of months, it's going to be really, really dried out. So it may just fall to bits when I pull it out, but hopefully there'll be enough there, to be able to have a look at it. So let's get into the video and find out if my Venezuelan Suntiger is a boy or a girl. So first up, we have our tub of warm soapy water. Now the washing up liquid helps to break the surface tension, so it makes the exoskeleton much easier to submerge. So we put it in here to soften it up, make it much more pliable. Now this is a giant crafting magnifying glass. Now it did have a bulb in there, but it snapped off, but probably won't need this anyway for a spider of this size. Then we have our kitchen towel. Now this just mops up the excess water on the exoskeleton. So I've managed to fish the old exoskeleton out. Now the tarantula had retreated right to the bottom of its underground chamber, so not putting the tongs anywhere near the tarantula. But you can see how dry it was, because it just fell to pieces when I pulled it out. You can also see why I tend to use my fingers more than tongs, because I'm pretty clumsy with tongs. So now we just need to submerge the exuvium, probably for about 10 minutes or so. So we'll fish it out of the warm soapy water. Now, it looks a bit of a mangled mess at the moment, but hopefully the bit that we need will be intact. So we'll just try and get some of these bubbles off. Now, I'll be the first to admit I'm not a huge fan of sexing tarantulas, but one good thing about the Samopaeus irminia, it is one of the few new worlds that don't have verticating hairs, so I won't have to worry about being itchy afterwards. It's a little bit of a puzzle sometimes. Now you can see in the front there, another couple of bits have fallen off it. I think the bit we need is actually not too bad. You can just sort of see the abdomen at the bottom there, not the very bottom, that's the carapace. But I'll put an arrow on it so you know which bit I'm talking about. But such a mess here. But I am quite surprised, how much of it is intact after being in the enclosure for so long. Right, so we need to try and get inside the abdomen part here. This is sort of the trickiest part really with sexing your tarantulas. I say I'm not a huge fan of doing this. It can be really frustrating sometimes. But I've got a lot of males in the collection at the moment. I've had a few mature out in the last couple of weeks, so I really could do with some more females in the collection. Right, so we just need to try and flip it over and try and get inside the abdomen part there. So we finally managed to get the abdomen open. I have to say this one of the most intact ones I've had in quite a while. Now for a irminia this size, if this was a female, just between the book lungs here there would be a very prominent pair of spermatheca, but this one here is another male by the looks of it. You have that sort of almost like a thumbnail shaped black shiny bit between the book lungs there. So I fully imagine that on the next molt it will be its final molt, and this guy will turn more of a sort of a grey colour. So they do lose the black and the orange, the males. So yeah, we've got another male in the collection, but I did possibly suspect it was. Well, we have another male in the collection. I think that was pretty conclusive. So in the next molt, I fully expect this guy to turn grey and lose that sort of black and orange that the Venezuelan Suntiger is well known for. But, hope you've enjoyed the video anyway. It's a little bit longer than I was hoping it was going to be. But, thanks to my new subscribers. Now, I've probably been on here for about 2 or 3 years now, and I still haven't even broken 200 subscribers. So I appreciate that I don't upload that often. So I'm trying to fix that all the time. But yeah, give me a thumbs up if you do like the video. Tell people about my channel. Help me out, guys. And I'll see you again soon.